All right, you guys, so this whole thing, Trump and Iran. So y'all have to stop being so fearful. I had a family member who called me, it was about 9 o'clock at night. And I know when this family member called me, I know this person got something to tell me because they don't usually call me this late unless it's important. So here they go. Call me. I say, hello. Girl, you see all this stuff on Trump bombing Iran? And I said, yeah, I heard about it. I said, I ain't really, did no research or, you know, I'm kind of like in don't care mode. Like I told the person, once I'm done voting, vote who I wanted to be in office, it's in God's hand now. All you can do is vote for the best person. And I try to make that decision based on godly principles and, values of who I pick as president. And I really felt in my heart that, Trump was going to do a good job. Just from the way that he moved, he does really seem like he's not part of the program. He really is trying to make America first and better again. So I told the person, I ain't got time to be caring what's going on with the whole, like, I like politics, but to a certain extent. Because at the end of the day, unless you want to run for president yourself so you can be the change that America need to see, you may as well sit back and relax because you ain't doing much and you ain't going to make that much of a change just sitting back and not participating or doing anything. So I'm like, I'm in this season. I'm trying to build. I don't be focused on what's going on in this world. I don't have a spirit of fear. I'm sure if Trump was doing it, then he was doing it in good faith, and he has some type of intel or something we don't know about. Person was all on the phone. See, because they be knowing stuff that we don't know, and I'm pretty sure they do. And I'm like, I'm not studying this stuff. And I suggest you guys don't either. I said, let stuff really hit the fan. That's when I start paying attention. But I really feel that I put the right person in office. I feel like he's going to do a good job. And, and his family member was all on the phone, like, yeah, girl, don't go on Facebook. I'm like, I don't be on Facebook like that anyway. So I could only imagine. And I guess because, I say, well, dog, she's so concerned. Let me go do a little bit of research and see what's really going on. I'm just in my own little world right now. So, and usually, I was keeping up with politics, but for the last couple of days, I was watching Mayday air disasters and I got hooked, and I've been binge watching that mess like the whole time. Started a good job. Like, this is the best job that I ever had in my life. Like, this is a dream job, and maybe I'll talk a little bit more about it another time. But oh my gosh, talk about a dream job. Oh my gosh, I don't want to say too much right now because I'm still working this job. I might say too much. It's a work from home job. Pay is decent. I get to be home with my kids, but anyway, I'm chilling. So everybody always, letting everything that's going on in this world just bother them. Like, the only thing you can do, and like I say in my other video, you have to store up your storehouse for when things fall apart in this world, because it's going to fall apart. It's from the beginning of time to the end of time. People always, and man always going to be fighting for power. And so my only thing was, I hope that Trump really did have intel that, they had weapons of mass destruction. And so after doing a little bit of research and seeing what was really going on, because I really didn't know what was going on for real, I'm like, this is what this about? I guess he's trying to make sure that they don't have nuclear weapons. And if you look back, everybody was talking about this. Everybody from when Hillary Clinton was running for president, she said it, that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons, and if she is president, she's gonna make sure that, well, I don't care how far, wherever they at in the stages of building their little nuclear sites or whatever, or she's gonna shut that down.
Well, the question was, if Iran were to launch a nuclear attack on Israel, what would our response be? And I want the Iranians to know that if I'm the president, we will attack Iran. Whatever stage of development they might be in their nuclear weapons program in the next 10 years, during which they might foolishly consider launching an attack on Israel, we would be able to totally obliterate them. That's a terrible thing to say, but those people who run Iran need to understand that, because that perhaps will deter them from doing something that would be reckless foolish and tragic.
Obama said it.
As long as I'm president of the United States, Iran will not get a nuclear weapon. I made that clear when I came into office. We then organized the strongest coalition and the strongest sanctions against Iran in history, and it is crippling their economy. Their currency has dropped 80%. Their oil production has plunged to the lowest level since they were fighting a war with Iraq 20 years ago. So their economy is in a shambles. And the reason we did this is because a nuclear Iran is a threat to our national security, and it's a threat to Israel's national security. We cannot afford to have a nuclear arms race in the most volatile region of the world. Iran's a state sponsor of terrorism, and for them to be able to provide nuclear technology to non-state actors, that's unacceptable. And they have said that they want to see Israel wiped off the map. So the work that we've done with respect to sanctions now offers Iran a choice. They can take the diplomatic route and end their nuclear program, or they will have to face a united world and a United States president, me, who said we're not going to take any options off the table.
All these political talking heads was talking about it. So I'm like, what people tripping for? Everybody talking about it. Democrats and Republicans.
My team, who give me a report on conversations that the Secretary of State and our National Security Advisor have had over the last couple of days with their counterparts in the United Kingdom, in Germany, in France, and Russia. These countries understand that the Iranian nuclear issue is a problem and continues to be a problem that must be addressed by the international community. That the Iranian government has more to explain about its nuclear intentions and past actions, especially the covert nuclear weapons program pursued until the fall of 2003, which the Iranian regime has yet to acknowledge.
And just the Republicans, Democrats and Republicans, but you listen to some of these old Trump haters and oh, believe me, oh y'all, I have to be around one every day. Oh, y'all pray for me to torture, to torture. I can't even, if I say, oh, look at a neighbor dog. Oh yeah, because Trump a dog. It's like anything I talk about, this particular family member will find some way, shape, or form to bring Trump name up in the conversation. Everything is Trump. Trump did it all. Trump is the issue to all of our problems. Everything. I can be. Oh, I was just telling you, I was watching. I was binging out on Mayday air disaster, and you know, I remember I was having a conversation. Yeah, you can't go no place in these planes, and yeah, because Trump got all this stuff going on, and I'm like, oh goodness. I kid y'all not. This person will. The hate is real. The hate is real. That's all I can say. This person will bring up Trump like I can't believe it. I'd be like, who be thinking about the president of the United States that much? Even, I don't care who it is. I don't think about nobody that much talk about the president of the United States. Even when Biden was in office, and no, I don't like Biden. So I used to sit around all day worrying about what Biden doing, and he falling down the stairs, and every conversation I get on the phone, I'm talking about Biden or finding some way to bring him into the conversation so I can just badmouth him and Biden this and Biden that. I don't care. Who sits around all day worrying about what these people do? Sure not me. I don't even talk about Trump, and I like him. I don't talk about him no times. I don't get in debates with people about him. I don't try to make them change their minds about him. I feel like the way I look at a person and their character, I just try to pray. And like I said, I pray to discern. I felt like that's the person who, the best option it was to put in office. And all you can do is pray for your presidents. That's all you can do. You're supposed to pray for who's in power. When Biden was in office, I prayed for Biden. When Bush was in office, I prayed for Bush. When Obama was in office, I prayed for Obama. Because that's the only thing you can do after that. I ain't about to sit around here worrying about what they doing unless stuff start hitting the fan. Yeah. So, I had to basically talk this family member down like, okay, I'm sure if he doing it, then he doing it because he knows something, or I'm pretty sure the type of person Trump is, he just don't go doing war just to do war, because that was one of the main things he was very proud about in his first presidency, that we didn't enter no wars, we were in no wars. And I just truly believe he's not going to do that. He's a businessman. He's always trying to work out a deal with the other country. Even when he had this whole thing going on with all of China, them, and trade stuff. So, and lo and behold, before I could make this video, just the other night, there seems to be a ceasefire with Trump and Iran and the whole peace deal. So let me see what's going on with that. Let me see if I can look up something on that, because I haven't even checked to see what's been going on. So let me see if I can find a video. Oh my gosh, I got so many things open on this computer. Where is, let's see if we can find something on that. Oh, by the way, I think matter of fact, I was looking at something last night. Vance was on some show, he was talking about it. Vance and that yellow tie. I just couldn't take my eye off that yellow tie for one. Yeah, that's creative, Vance. That is real creative. I guess I ain't know if I ever seen like a politician with a yellow tie. Was okay, Vance. All right, let's see what we can find.
I do want to ask you about this because, as we talk about it, a very fluid, dynamic situation taking place right now. We are now hearing from President Trump that Iran and Israel have agreed to a ceasefire, and I'm going to read this statement to give you a little bit of time to also kind of come to terms with what this means. And this from the president saying, "Congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed to by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours from now, when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their progress, their final missions. For 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended. Officially, Iran will start the ceasefire, and upon the end of the 12-day war will be saluted by the world. During each ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful, on the assumption that everything works as it should, which it will. I would like to congratulate both countries, Israel and Iran, on having the stamina, courage, and intelligence to end what should be called the 12-day war." And this is a war that could have gone on for years, destroyed the entire Middle East, but it didn't and never will. God bless Israel. God bless Iran. God bless the Middle East. God bless the United States of America. God bless the world. This coming in from the president.
So yeah, there you have it. Trump looks like has issued, or was able to get issued, a ceasefire. But the whole thing also with Iran, and they are a hostile country. You really don't want them to have nuclear weapons. And I don't know if people are doing their research. Like how I just went back and did like maybe not even 5 minutes of research, and to see, and you need to get some credible sources. Like some of y'all still watching mainstream media, y'all gotta get in these YouTube streets and find you some good viable sources when it comes to good journalism, and people just really have that discernment, wisdom, and really can tell you what's going on behind the scenes. But Iran is a very hostile country. Their whole thing is they want to make every country that they can send their people to, they want to take over and make their religion the main religion. That's what they want to do. That is their only mission, their main mission. And it's like they don't care what they got to do that. And that is their main mission, and they are so rude and so mean. So some of y'all, before y'all be going jumping, doing all this, go do your research first. Like I said, there's no reason in this day and age for people to have such a lack of intelligence. I'll say it like that. Because all you really got to do is sometimes go to YouTube University and you can become anything you want to become. You can figure out anything you want to figure out. So do your research And another thing, some people need to pray and ask God for discernment and wisdom, because He does not just give it to one person. You really have to be serious about wanting the knowledge, and seeking you shall find. So I just think some people just need to pray for wisdom and discernment too. Sometimes you just need to get on your knees and ask God, Lord, that's one gift I want to have, some wisdom and discernment. Can you please bestow that upon me, your servant, so that I can make wiser decisions in not only my life, but my kids' life, and how to move in this world in accordance to your word, dear Father. That's simple. So anyway, let me know your comments below. What do you think about this whole situation? And not that I'm saying that everything Trump is do is going to be just fabulous, because all we can do is pray and hope that God move his heart in making the right decisions, and God give him the right discernment and wisdom so that he make the right decisions. So that don't mean just because he president he probably gonna do every single thing right, but he's really moving on his campaign promises, if people haven't noticed. And that's the one thing he's been saying throughout the whole campaign. Oh my gosh, so many times on so many different platforms. The one thing that I want with Iran, they cannot have nuclear weapons. 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 They are a hostile nation. They cannot have nuclear weapons. That's just the one thing that I would say that I want. They cannot have nuclear weapons. They cannot have nuclear weapons. They cannot have nuclear weapons. Let me see if I can stand upside down on my head and say it. They cannot have nuclear weapons. I mean, how many different ways can you say it on so many different platforms? So anyway, let me know your comments below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.